Hello gamers, and welcome back to another Platinum video. Today I just Platinum Risk of Rain 2. If you don't know what that is, it's basically just a roguelike action game where you spawn in, go to different levels and collect power-ups and create combos. It also has some multiplayer, so I did that with some of my great friends. If you like this type of content, make sure to subscribe. Since at 300 subscribers, I go sell my soul to Elden Ring Platinum. Anyway, welcome to Risk of Rain 2. Opening this game up, we have presented with a cutscene that has something to do with the lore of this video game, but unfortunately for the game, I kinda skipped it, and proceeded to join my friends in the beginning. We're doing a wide range of characters, which is basically just either a bow guy and a gun guy. I decided with Huntress, since you can sprint and shoot with her, which is only unique to her. All these characters have unique abilities and unique power buffs and power-ups. My friend then booted up our first run, where I got to learn some of the basics. Basically, there are enemies around the map, and you have to kill them in order to get some money. And while you're killing them, you then spend your money looting boxes, and these boxes give you some power-ups. Then you want to try and out-buff the enemies, since over time it gets harder and harder. During this first level, I then got my first trophy for killing an elite enemy, which is just a stronger variant of a monster. Once you've looted all the boxes, you can start a teleporter event, where it has a boss, and you have to kill it in order to get to the next level, and you get some rewards for it. The boss we got this run was just a jellyfish that was very easy to kill. We then had to stay in this red field in order to charge the teleport up and get our next trophy. I got another trophy in level 3 where I got 10 unique buffs from opening many different crates around these levels. However, it took a bit longer than normal since my teammates keep stealing my stuff. It might also be important to say that I was trying to get another character. Originally you have to get the fuel cell from one map to level 3, but I kinda had a skill gap and lost the fuel cell, but also my life. Lucky for me, it wasn't in vain, as my teammates clutched up and beat the teleporter boss, giving me another trophy for definitely assisting in this boss fight. In the upcoming levels, I found myself in this game's casino, where you can basically be a degenerate and spend all your money on a gambling machine and a shrine. I joined in and lost everything but a trophy and my life. This one was surprisingly good, and we decided to try and fight the main boss of the game. I got the trophy for being Mr. Richie Rich. We then fought the main boss named Mithrix, who does a lot of cool things like this and this. But the skill bit of having me on the team made my friends die. Maybe next time I'll get them though, maybe. With every rerun I do, I slightly grow better at the game, and in this run I was introduced to a shop where I brought another character that I never used in this whole game, except for maybe one trophy. This run gave me a new character, so I'm going to be using that in this run. It's arguably one of the best characters in the game. It's called Loader, which has a 300% damage increase on one of his abilities. This makes him really OP. This run also has a relic that makes the game a little more interesting, such as fighting duplicates of ourselves every 10 minutes, which was an absolute blast to do. With this new broken character, I got another trophy for doing 5,000 damage in one hit. This character's kinda busted, since that damage and movement made me feel like Spider-Man, and basically unstoppable for the most part of the game. And I got another trophy for picking up 5 different types of ults, which is unique items that can just make you very overpowered and pretty good. This one was pretty good, as I got a few trophies with some data logs, which are just information about the monsters and bull stuff that I don't care about. I also got 300% movement speed, making me very fast like Sonic the Hedgehog. I then lived for 30 minutes, making me not a skill issue for the team, and clutching myself up to be better. The Mithrix fight of Attempt 2 happened just as well as the last one, with me fighting not only Mithrix, but also myself. At least I got another trophy in the end. My teammates then decided to do this trophy that has something to do with the lore of the game. I don't really remember it, so it's just gonna be a secret area that gets you a trophy, and that's all I know. Right after that one, I got another trophy for a multi-kill. Thinking about it now, I don't know how I actually only got this now. So yeah, that's something. After a bit of time, I actually got a new character called Bandit for reaching stage 3 without actually dying. Yes, that's surprising. I died a lot in the beginning of the game because I suck. Stage 4 was interesting, as it has me activating 2 Shrines of the Mountain, which basically just doubles the amount of bosses and rewards you can get from the teleport event, making it a lot harder but a lot more rewarding for when you actually complete it. My friend then changed it and added a relic where you can instead kill enemies and get a item, and you can choose what you want from that item for the send buffs. I didn't know really what to get, so I instead chose as many random things as I could. Because the use of money is basically non-existent, and that you only use it to repair drones, I got another achievement for that. And the only reason I did this was because it was an achievement, since drones kind of suck, and they do like nothing but waste money. Since this round was going great, and we decided to actually loop back to the first stage, since you can do that infinitely. And that's pretty nice, since we wanted a trophy for Deja Vu. Everything was going great on this run. I even got to the secret area on this map, where I was able to go in some pressure plates and get another trophy. That was the last good thing that actually happened that run, as we went to fight an optional boss named Twip Twip. But our ass cheeks clapped in this boss fight, and all died. It isn't all bad though, since I got another trophy for completing 5 teleport events. That's very nice. However, for another 25 minutes I got absolutely nothing, until we fought a boss on the hardest difficulty on our redo for the run. Harder difficulty wasn't actually that hard, as we just needed it for higher enemy drops for the power-ups, because it was faster in the end game, since there were so many enemies we could then get a percentage drop. Hopefully we can actually get very OP in the end from this. And I can tell you in the end game we definitely got very OP, like here. Nothing much happened until stage 30, where I got one of the most OP characters in the game. If you don't know, the Engineer is a extremely powerful character, where you can place turrets, and these turrets get all the buffs. So, all these buffs you see up here, they get to my turrets, making me very OP. This leads to me placing my turrets down and having a healing field that is the size of the whole map, and makes me pretty much invincible. Before I play Engineer, I was told to play Bandit by some of my friends, and it was okay. Got a trophy and died. So yeah, that's around it. That's all for Bandit. Kinda sucks in my opinion. Engineer is very good. I sat next to my turrets like a degenerate, waiting for the enemies to die, and I got a lot of trophies with this skilled strategy. In one of the teleport events, I didn't even get hit by one of the enemies, showing that I'm a true gamer with Engineer. Unfortunately, this run came to an end as I sacrificed myself to this ritual thing, killing me. Hey look, gives a trophy though. Later on I got another trophy for super melee speed and defeating 3,004 enemies with my turrets. I will say I was slowly losing my sanity, as I can only place these turrets and watch them shoot before I get bored for hours on end. But I still continued on, since I don't have anything else to do. To cure this boredom though, I did try and scam developers by trying to get a DLC character when I don't own the DLC. It went as great as it sounded, and it definitely did not work, as the developers don't like people getting things for free. Understandable, I feel. Oh, but it wasn't that bad as we got another trophy for this. In the same run, I then played 3 hours to do 20 stages in a single run, which is a complete grind. I also tried to get some miscellaneous trophies in the meantime, such as me discovering 8 unique mute altars, also doing a prismatic trial by myself, and speedrunning the stage in order to get a special laser and get a trophy. I also survived with 10 HP on a teleport event, and yes, I did cheat this trophy by jumping off the map. Also made it to the 3rd stage without taking any damage. Finally, I got the most painful trophy for last. You see, there are these mortar crabs that you need to scare off the map, and you have to loop the map in order to get to the spawns and stay on the beginning level. This took me around 3 hours because my RNG was extremely bad, and I ended up having to loop many runs and restart many runs in order to get it. But finally I got a good RNG, and I actually got them all off the map and got the trophy. This hands us the platinum, completely finishing the game. Anyway, this game was actually pretty fun to play with friends, and I enjoyed it, this nice roguelike. So, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and remember, subscribe, since at 300 subs I'll be doing a Elden Ring Platinum, so make sure to do that, and I'll see you in the next one.